kung fu kick you in the dick. Old man Wade ain't nothing to fuck with. Old man Wade might stomp a cunt quick. Don't call old man Wade a punk bitch, cause he'll kung fu kick you in the dick.
Congratulations, old man Wade, for you were victorious by way of swift kick to the dick.
And welcome to the Old Man Wade Show. I am your host, the God of Stuff and the Lord of Laughter, Old Man Wade. And across the pond, we have the pinnacle of political perfection, the superior, Super Wagabi.
What up, everybody?
And we got a special guest. He's been on a couple of times. I'd introduce him, but he does a better job doing it himself. Tell everyone who you are.
I'm Brandon. I don't have any cool names like Old Man and Super Woke. They're much, much cooler people than me. I'm just a nerd.
I mean,
Brandon's your real name?
Brandon is my real name.
Yeah.
I am more athletic than both of them, though, so I get to talk shit about that.
X.
Yeah, you are. Oh, wait.
Oh,
I'm still athletic, by the way. I can still dunk a basketball at my old age.
Seriously?
So,
How high is the hoop, though? You talking about those
regulation.
Fisher Price hoops?
How tall are you?
Regulation.
And you can still dunk?
I'm 6'1".
Oh,
Oh,
well.
okay.
Yeah, I'm still dunk.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon.
Oh, hey, fuck you.
What was that for? What I do now?
Nothing. I just like keeping it geared up just in case I'm hating.
I need to derail this for just one quick second for you, old man.
Oh,
I have
God.
a question for both of y'all.
All right.
This will only take like 2 minutes. That's it. Not even. Are y'all gonna play Cyberpunk 2077?
Nope.
No. Actually, I saw some of the playthroughs. It reminds me of a modded, was it Deus Ex? The original one, which I enjoyed back in the day. But it's also a game that's over 10 years old, which doesn't bode well for a game that's supposed to be like the craziest shit we've ever seen.
It is the craziest shit. I've only played a couple hours. It's super detailed. It's insane. But this part I wanted to tell you really quick because I had to get this out. Character customization. Everybody that I know, it took at least 45 minutes to an hour and a half to create your character because it's so detailed, right? Let me tell you how detailed it is.
I've heard about this.
You get to pick your penis size.
What?
I'm in.
There's a section, and it says, first you get to pick which genitalia you want, which is pretty progressive. So you can have a male or female, I'm just using those terms generically, but voice, but you can have breast and a penis, or vice versa, right? So, but when you get to the genitalia section, it says, do you want a vagina or do you want a penis? You pick which one you want. And then if you pick a penis, it asks you what size penis do you want. They have default. For some reason they have small. I don't know who's choosing the small penis. And then they have large. And then you can pick a large penis. If you pick a vagina, because when I play video games, I always make a women character because I think it's not enough women characters. So I always pick women characters just because. When you pick a women character, they ask you what size breast do you want. Do you want small breasts? Do you want medium breasts? Do you want large breasts? Then you get 6 different choices for how your nipples and areola look. So you get big areolas, small areolas, big nipples, little teeny nipples. You can pick all that stuff. Then, if you pick a vagina, they ask you if you want pubic hair. And if you say yes, you get to pick the pattern for pubic hair. So you can have a landing strip, you can have a heart, you can have it all over the place, you can have a 70s bush, all those types of things, among other customizations. I just had to get that out there because I knew you two would appreciate that.
I kind
I
of do.
take back what I said about the game. I will be playing that game as soon as possible.
So I'm still not going to play the game, only because like I don't. Okay, it is going to be something really minuscule that annoys me. I am terrible at. I hate driving in games. I'm good. Like Ratchet and Clank is one of my favorite games of all time. But whenever it's like, oh, you have to, I'm like, God damn it! Like I don't care enough. I don't want to drive. I just want to do the things I like to do. And yes, I'm aware of how I sound right now.
That makes a lot of sense. I've never seen you play like Grand Theft Auto.
I fucking hate Grand.
Anything
I
like
fucking hate
that.
Grand Theft Auto.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's
Wow.
funny. I didn't know that either. So I just had to get that out because I thought y'all would appreciate that, and it was funny.
Did they release it? It's released?
It came out last night. I was playing it last night for a couple hours, but it took it took 45 minutes for me. I was stuck on customization.
What system
too
are
many
you playing?
options.
What system are you playing?
PS4. On PS5.
PS5?
Yeah.
We got fucking Mr. Braggadocious over here.
Yeah, humble brag. F you. That's the wrong system, anyways.
Here we go with this shit again, man. Fucking
What would I say?
Mr. fucking Xbox over here.
Yo, it looks like a can of fancy spray deodorant.
It does. We had this conversation. Remember I told you, it looks like something Goku would fly in.
It looks like one of those large promotional perfume bottles.
What, the Xbox?
No, the PS5.
The PS5
The Xbox looks like something my sneakers will come in.
Yo, the PS5 looks like a bad air conditioner.
Yeah,
Not the PS5. The fucking Xbox looking. No,
Nah, you said it right. You said it right before. It's alright. Yo, the PS5 looks like an over-engineered tampon.
Yo, the Xbox looks like an oversized Roach Motel.
Have you ever seen the Xbox turn horizontal? It looks absurd.
I never, but I'm gonna be real with you though, and this is that Xbox design. The reason why I like it, I'm a big fan of.
Because you're Stan. Go on.
I'm a big fan of function over form, whatever. And I build PCs, so if you do,
Nerds.
you would really appreciate what they did in the interior of that Xbox and how that determined the design. Oh, beautiful. Yep. We're not a video, but Brandon just showed us his beautiful case with the LEDs and his fans. It's pretty dope. As a geek, I'm excited, but I think both of those systems are awesome. I'm probably gonna start dealing with just PCs anyways for gaming, but that's another.
I was gonna get it for the PC, but I figured I just spent this money on this PS5. I might as well use it.
I mean,
I usually get one-player games on the PC, but go ahead, old man.
Like, you know what's funny? I don't think I've played. The last time I played a game on PC was a King of the Hill game back when I was in high school.
What game is that? Because I need to find it. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. It was like Hank Hill was it was like a first person shooter, but it was paintball.
Bruh.
Really?
Like, no,
Mike is really into the PC games. He's been playing this game called.
do me a favor. When you talk to Mike, let him know we got beef.
I will. I'll let him know. What you got beef with him for?
Dog, I've asked him to do an episode of Drunk Comic History.
Oh yeah, I'm a reminder. Yeah, I get to chastise him about that. I will. I'll definitely remind him.
Dog, I'm so mad. He's doing a what if now. I'm like, this nigga will do a what if, but he can't get shit faced and give me 20 minutes of content.
Javi, have you played Subnautica?
No, but I think we interviewed the people that wrote for that game, right?
Really?
They did WrestleTopia, correct?
I don't know what else they did, but Subnautica's my shit.
Yeah, we interviewed those two guys.
Yeah, we did. WrestleTopia. It's a really fucking. I'm actually shocked you haven't read it. WrestleTopia. I'll give you my Comixology login. You can.
Yeah, but based on the conversation we had with them and based off of the content in that book, I really do want to get into that game. I've heard nothing but great things.
Yeah, Subnautica's dope. You will love it. Trust me. You'll love it.
Check it out.
The new one just came out. I'm getting back on the new one.
But yeah, it's. Let me tell you. But the I just driving games. Are there any games you guys don't rock with, like particular like genres? You're just like nah.
I've changed.
Huh?
Well, I play sport. Oh, don't get me started. I'm in these Madden leagues. I play an online Madden league.
Man.
With 32 other users. We're in a group chat. It's a whole thing. I talked to old man about this. But that fucking game, man. EA doesn't give a shit about their fucking game. It's so terrible. This year is the worst Madden there's ever been. It is the worst. The PS5 version just came out, right? Looks pretty good. Like they did some minor upgrades. Like rain looks good. Like their jersey gets wet and stuff. It's kind of cool. They made running a little bit more realistic. And completely broke defense. Like every deep pass touchdown, they broke it. It's like it's a patch they coming out. They're like, I'm sorry that we messed up. Where the patch is coming soon. It's completely broke. If you play zone, it's completely broken. It's like a game breaking thing. And I'm like, how do you have the most terrible PS4 version of Madden ever? You hype up the PS5 version. You even delay it because it was supposed to come out at launch. They delayed it an extra month. I'm thinking, okay, we're going to fix some bugs. That's why we delayed it an extra month. And it's still fucking broken. Pisses me off.
I thought it was delayed because of like the pandemic and all other stuff. I know it was delayed.
No. It's delayed because they're trash. That's why.
No.
And I think, and part of my problem, I guess part of my problem with sports games, because I used to, like, back in the day, man, like, everything from NBA Jam to, like, NHL 97 or whatever, right? I used to play those because my cousins were really into them. But as I got older and I had to buy my own games, I'm like, yo, I'm not spending $60, you know, every single year for pretty much a small incremental change to the game. Like, they could, what makes sense to me for like a NBA game would be have the same game and just update it. Update the rosters
to everybody. Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, don't, you know, and then put out a game every couple of years when the technology actually gets better, when you can actually see a really big increment, a really big change in the technology. Like, that's my issue with it. That's why I don't really rock with them. And one, I know too many people that are so good at these games, like you, Brandon, that play in leagues, that if I try to play these people, I'm losing like 800.
They just spam you. They just spam you to death with glitch plays. Yeah. We have that problem in our league. We had to make a rule, no spam. We had to make what we call a cheese rule, where you can't run the same play more than 3 times in a row, and you can't run known glitch plays, because people go on YouTube, they find the glitch plays, they break the game, and they just run them over and over and over and over and over and over again, and it makes it not fun.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like I forget what game it was. It might have been Double Dribble, where you kind of run into the corner and that 3 is always a hit.
Yes, Double Dribble. That's what it is. Yep.
So it's kind of like that. It's just like, but I also know like a lot of these like Madden and like 2K leagues, they're like intense, and like I can't. It's like, dog, like it's not that serious. It's a fucking video game. My favorite phrase: I don't care enough. I don't care enough to like really be in. Like I don't care. Like I'm good. Like if this isn't just for fun, I don't care enough. Like my best friend was like,
"Oh, you need to get one of these though."
Yes.
You want to know how I got this? This is a funny story that y'all both will appreciate. Mike,
were you hooking again?
And since we're not on video, I just want to explain. Brandon just pulled out a nice little VR setup.
Oculus Rift. Mike was one of my worked for me. That's how I met Mike. He worked for me when I was working at a college, and Mike was a computer science major, and he had to do a project, and the project involved VR. It was like a semester-long project, and he's working on this project, and he's loving the VR because he's playing games on it too, besides the program that he was creating. And so his parents, for Christmas, bought him an Oculus Rift set. Because he just got this from the school to use.
Is he loaded?
Right? Huh?
Is Mike loaded?
It's only like $200. It's not that expensive.
Yeah. Are you low? It's only $200.
$200 ain't that much money.
It used to be 600.
Yeah, it's not that much anymore.
Yeah.
Yo, hold on. Really funny story. I played the Oculus. I used the Oculus years ago before it came out. Back when I used to have connections in the in random industries, and this one woman I used to write for, she was like, "Oh, I got you press passes for like one of these random video game things. It was at MIT, and someone had an Oculus Rift there. I'm like, this is fucking cool."
Yeah. So they let him use this thing for his project. End of the semester comes, they don't ask for it back, so he just keeps it.
I don't blame him.
Summer goes around, he just keeps it. Next semester starts, he's out of school. He graduates. They never asked for it back. His parents bought him one because he talked about how much he liked it because he was using it for school. His parents bought him one. The school forgot to take this one back, so he has 2. He's like, "You want it?" And I was like, "You sure?" He's like, "Yeah, they didn't ask for it back. Go ahead." And so he's graduated already. They're not coming to get it back now. He's gone. And so he gave it to me, and that's how I got one.
Is it the Quest? Is it so?
No, this is the Oculus Rift. He has the Quest now. Too.
Yeah.
The Quest is wireless.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to get that, man. That's how I've been trying to be a really good boy, and I'm hoping Santa Claus, you know.
I put my mom in VR one time. Went to Google Maps, right? So they have Google Maps VR.
That must have been mine.
Yeah, so we went to like where we're from in Baltimore, and like it drops you down the street. And she's like looking around, and she's like, what's this? And then I go to like the pyramids, and then I go to like Italy, and she's fucking freaking out. I'm taking it all around the country on Google Maps in VR.
So, how much porn did you watch?
I've not watched porn yet on there, but I do plan on doing that.
That's what I call wasted potential, Brendan.
I heard
You're not
that
applying
is
yourself.
interesting. I know Browsers has 4K VR porn now. Which is
I mean, come on. You shouldn't even be. We shouldn't even be talking to you right now. You should be somewhere.
I feel like that's too real for me. I feel like that's too much. Would you
feel
look
dirty
at
at the end?
Would you look at VR porn, old man?
Of course I would. What kind of question is that? Have you not listened to the show?
I feel like it's like right in your face though. Like that's
Yeah.
too much.
No. It's right.
I
in
mean,
your-
I like it right in my face, to be honest.
For
with you.
real.
Oh man, maybe I'll try to tell you how it is.
Oh no! Don't do that, cause. Yo, Brandon. Let me ask you a question. Do you find a good porn video and share with your friends like, yo, this was dope?
No,
Oh God, you niggas are weird.
Thank you. How's that weird, old man?
that's weird. Nobody's ever done that with me.
Yeah.
I have shared videos from like when I used to be a club promoter and women would go crazy in the club.
I'm sorry. I'm wait, time out. We're not skipping past that. You are a what now?
I was a club promoter. I worked at the biggest club on the East Coast called Love Nightclub. I did a Beyonce concert before.
No.
Fire.
Hold on. We fuck
I
everything
sat
up.
on stage with Beyonce and Jay-Z at
No,
the club.
that's all fine and well. But I am not skipping over the fact that I'm just finding out that you were a club promoter. We are
Yeah,
not.
I was a club promoter for a long time, like 6 years.
Dog.
That's right.
Please tell me you weren't one of those creeps.
No.
I mean, it's
I
not.
would- But, you know, you meet a lot of women. I met my wife, funny story, I met my wife at the club. I was promoting at the club. My wife doesn't go to clubs. She's not a clubber. She never goes. She just happened to be at this club this one night because it was her cousin's birthday, and they dragged all her, everybody out. Like, I really want to go, come out. That was the first time my wife been out to the club in a long time. I happened to meet her. I come up to her and I was like, oh, I'm a promoter. Why don't you come out? Like, that whole thing. And then we end up going on a date, and the rest is history.
So it's funny.
And oh man, you'd be surprised at how close, how little degrees of separation you have with a lot of club promoters.
Oh no! I know a lot.
Yeah,
I know a lot of club promoters. And before I get into
Oh, yeah,
that,
you were a bouncer.
oh yeah, for a little while. But like my old gig, I met a lot of club promoters when I was working in the garage, and I worked 4 to 12. So I'd see a lot of the club promoters, the bartenders, the bouncers, and all that come in. So I developed a lot of relationships with them from working where I worked at. It was the exact opposite for me and my wife. Actually, no, Maria wasn't really a club person either. And I met her. I hate clubs. I'm a bar person, but I owed my buddy a wingman because I essentially hooked him up. I essentially needed a wingman, and the woman who I never saw before, so don't hold this to me, looked, as he described, as a minotaur. And he only calls her that because she literally tried to sexually assault him. Like, she tried to rip his fucking pants off. When he was like,
I've
no.
seen that.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not fucking you. And she was just like, come on. And then literally ripped his... I'm like, all right, time to go. You're trying to rip my man's pants off, and he ain't trying to fuck. So you got to go. So, but yeah, but like, I just picture you, like, you know what I mean, in like the shark skin, like, button up.
Oh shit. he got you in a modern day zoot suit.
What, you don't like disco?
I don't know what he thinks this is. I worked at the best club in the East Coast. The most famous one. Love Nightclub.
I just,
Besides Live. In Miami.
you Javi, you hear him, right?
I mean, I hear it, but the thing is, I have a different experience with club promoters. Most of the people that I grew, like a lot of people I grew up with, either became DJs or club promoters.
That's also true. So like
You know what I mean? Like,
so the club, I know a good amount of club promoters, and a lot of them are, to quote a douchey philosopher, really good people. But but some of them are fucking assholes. Actually, let me rephrase
that
it.
is also true.
Let me rephrase it. A lot of them are fucking assholes. But I think you know what it is. But I also think there's a cultural difference because I was around a lot of white clubs. So there's also.
Oh, yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I didn't go to my first white club till like I don't think I ever really been to a white club.
Dog, you went to a white club like after my birthday when you came
When
in
did we go?
And you were in the onesie.
Oh, that's a I call that a bar, right? So white clubs are essentially bars.
Yes.
Yes and no, kind of, sort of. There's my homegirl. I really want to get her on the show. My homegirl, Crystal. She was in this club that had the best name ever. It was literally called The Place.
I get it right. It's kind of complicated, but makes sense.
That's Frank Costanza's pool hall on Seinfeld. The place to be.
Oh no! See, you added to be. It was just called The Place. My homegirl Crystal, she makes the best Long Island iced teas ever. She makes a really great dirty martini. My homeboy Dre. It is funny. You look at Dre. He's from Jamaica. He grew up in New York. Ended up coming here. You look at him, and you just best bartender ever. Knows how to get the party started. Like, there was one story that I always tell. It was me, my buddy Diddy, and my buddy Jeff. And so, like, I'm in there all the time. He's seen me, like, when he used to come into the garage or whatever. I used to go there to get lunch. And one night, he's like, and he always used to do this. He was always just pouring. If you wanted a shot of tequila, he was literally pouring tequila down everyone's fucking throat. You want a shot? Here's a shot. Because it got people going. Like, you buy them a shot, you give them a shot, they buy a shot. You know how it goes, Brandon. So, this particular time, we're all in there, we're drinking. He was like, yo, when was the last time you got laid? And I answered. He goes, when's the last time you got laid? The next person answered. And then it was the next person. And so whoever got laid the most recent didn't get to get a free shot. Like,
that's the opposite.
No.
But you got everybody else is stressed out.
Yeah.
Relative to you.
Yeah, so it was just like, so like, it was just like, yo. So he was like, so it got him a little looser. They started talking, you start talking to women, you start hanging out, and it starts becoming like a real party. So he knew how to really get shit going. Like, he is the best bartender of all time. Don't ask me if he was good at making drinks. All I know is that he knew how to get the party started. And at the end of the day, does anything else really matter when you get to a club? Like, you know what I mean? Like, sure, if the drinks are watered down, why do you care if you're having a good time?
They cost $20 a shot. Sorry, I'm cheap.
That's a valid point.
That is true. But the other thing about this particular bartender, like, he knew how to, like I said, like, he knew what he was doing. He knew how to get everyone amped up and motivated and stuff like that. So it was a little different. But again, it's not the same when you're hoping that the bar, like, what you're getting into when you go to certain clubs. Like, when I went to the place, I knew what I was getting into. They had a bikini night, dog.
So
that's definitely a white club.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
because we had twerk contests.
Yeah,
not bikini night.
Yeah. We might have a lingerie contest.
Nigga, say what you will about. So, summertime, there was a bikini night. And wintertime, it was schoolgirl night.
That's definitely a white club.
Let me tell you, say what you will, I had a fucking blast every time I went.
Hey, that sounds fun. Yeah.
That shit
I just couldn't work at one.
You say that. But if you work the white one, bro. If you work at the right one, you'd have a fucking blast, man. Like, like, you know what I mean? But
I will say this: many of the clubs I went to, like in my since I'm 18 and under clubs, early 20s.
Nigga, did you say 18? Did you say 18 and under?
18 and over.
They shoot people in Boston at the clubs.
They what? Did they what?
The neighborhoods we grew up in.
Did they shoot people in clubs?
And I said in Boston clubs.
Do they shoot people in Boston clubs? There was one club, Vertigo. I'm pretty sure Harvey remembers Vertigo.
Yeah, that was like the last black club downtown.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like it was the last one. I feel like people got shot in black clubs in black clubs down here. But I also think it all depended on what club you're going to. Like, let's take 3 C's, for example. Javier probably knows 3 C's as well.
Yeah, that's the club I used to go to the most when I was younger. I don't want to say my age.
But I avoided 3 C's because I wasn't part of the culture. So,
yeah, and that got shut down because somebody got shot.
Which time?
The last time. The last time. So what they would do, Brandon. So Boston is a very segregated city, right? Like people say it's racist. It's not really overtly racist, at least not now. But you still see a lot of the you still see a lot of the influences of that very racist recent history.
Absolutely.
And the city's still segregated, so you definitely have like black areas of the city. People, I'll put it like this: Boston is actually a majority minority city. People don't know that.
I've heard that.
Yeah, it is. But when people come here, they don't really see black people because they don't go to the neighborhoods black people live in.
And they shouldn't, because they'll go. Because here's the thing, and I'm pretty sure Brandon, you'll understand this. You're from Baltimore, right?
Yes.
Don't come to certain hoods thinking that this is a fucking novelty. It's not. You will get your ass whooped. You may get robbed, and you may get shot, and no one's gonna fucking feel bad for you.
Yeah, and the thing is, gentrification is starting to like really creep into these areas as well. So I remember growing up in Boston.
West prime real estate. It's close to downtown.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very expensive, man. It's very expensive. But here's the thing: I didn't even really know a lot of I didn't get my first white friend until I moved out of the city for a little bit. Like I didn't really know a lot of white people growing up in this city. So yes, Boston is a very black city. I don't want to just associate that with violence, because I kind of hate that. But it also comes with issues because of the racist policies and stuff like that, right? Like there's poverty, there's crime, there are all these issues that you see in Baltimore, you see in Houston, you see in Atlanta, you see in every black town, every black area, right? So
I watched a documentary on David Duke, and David Duke got his start. He really got his start by coming up to Boston.
Yeah, man.
He went to Boston, and he would have rallies talking about the stuff that he wanted to, and he would get better response in Boston than he was getting in some parts of Louisiana where he was from.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked by that.
South Boston, I think they said.
Oh, 1,000% South Boston.
Yeah, I was going to say that. South Boston is, because of gentrification, it kicked out all the poor racist white people too. It's totally different. But even in the 90s, I remember my mom telling me, I can't go to South Boston. Like, I remember hearing on the news, like, bars would have, like, these images of black people being hung and all this stuff. And this was in the 90s, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's how quickly gentrification came in and changed the entire city. It's crazy.
So how you say that? My dad had this whole thing where he didn't want me going to, because I was in ROTC. Yes, I was one of those nerds. And he was just like, I was like, oh, I'm going to the St. Patrick's Day parade. He was like, no, you're not. He was just like, no, because it's like he's like, you all. He goes, they're racist. He goes, you may end up getting hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's wild, man. Like, and that's why Boston has that association with fighting and all this other stuff, because we were just fighting each other. Like, it was crazy. It's a very interesting place to grow up in, and
to say the
but
least.
It's different. Like I go to South Boston all the time. Well, I used to before COVID. I'll be in that area a lot, and you see nothing but little mixed babies.
Yeah.
All the babies are brown.
But you also gotta. But Javi, you know this as well as I do. Like they will, fucking racist people will talk all the shit in the world about fucking like black people, but then check their porn history.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that's the fetishization. It's different. Yeah, they're definitely fetishizing.
Did you guys know that like it's not interracial porn if it's a black woman on a white guy?
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
What's it? What is it?
It's just porn.
Interesting. Also, black.com is awesome.
Oh, black.com is my shit.
Yeah.
Brandon probably knows nothing about that. Yo, Brandon, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I picture you like Dave Chappelle in Undercover Brother.
I don't know shit about no black.com.
This is what you do. You go and put on that Oculus Rift. Open up your browser and just search for blacked past tense.
Yeah, BLACKED.
And we'll talk later.
but do it.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Oh my!
Man, so what else we got on the docket?
I don't fucking know. All right, well, I got some quick topics. Do you guys feel like Halle Berry's bad in bed?
No, I saw Monsters Ball.
So Hillary, Halle Berry claps back, and Lisa Ray McCoy suggests that she's bad in bed. Halle Berry has been described as a bombshell and sex symbol, but never has been called a bore in the bedroom until now. According to Lisa Ray McCoy, word in the street is that the Catwoman actress, I'm mad to use Catwoman as the example.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Ain't it though? The former model said during an episode of Fox Soul's Cocktail with Queens, in which the women were discussing Holly's rumored sexcapades, host Claudia Jordan pressed her on this idea. But all she would say is, "That's what I said, that's what I read, that's what I've heard, that's what they say." Soon enough, Halle Berry learned of this rumor and took to Twitter to let Lisa Ray know she can go straight to the source if she's dying to know the truth. She tweeted, "Miss Real Ray 1, ask my man Van Hunt. He'll tell you all you need to know."
And I just want to say this. If my beautiful and very understanding wife gave me the okay, I am willing, and this is a hard decision, guys.
Phrasing.
I am willing to test the theory myself.
Oh, that's a
about
tough
Halle
decision. That's a tough decision.
Berry. Yeah,
for
man.
you.
You pray for me. Pray for me. Yeah,
Lisa Ray looks like she's more boring than Halle Berry does.
Yo, facts. But I also, I'll also test that out too, if I must.
Yo, I just saw. Yo, actually, Javi, you weren't there. Were you there? Yeah, you were there for this. I saw.
Yeah.
No, you weren't thinking of it. No.
I was there. Players Club.
Yeah, I saw Players
It
Club
was
for
your
the
birthday, bro.
I saw Players Club for the first time.
Yeah.
On November
You
7th.
just see it, Players
I
Club?
just saw
Yeah, I
Players
was
Club for the
amazing.
first
Oh,
time.
man.
Such is amazing.
Trouble.
Like, what else has Lisa Ray had? What else has she done in her life other than Players Club?
She had a TV show.
She
Yeah,
did.
who cares about that?
All of us. What was it? All of Us?
Yeah, nobody cares about that. But she's still. That was years ago, and she's still in the zeitgeist, in the culture.
It's 'cause of
Off
Players
of,
Club.
I argue Players Club alone.
Let me tell you, if my options were the Brat or Lisa Ray, I'm probably gonna choose the Brat.
Yeah,
Both
that's
of them.
fine.
Both of them.
See, you one of those. I can't stand when people do that when you're like, oh, F, Mary, kill. Like, I'll take them both. I'm like, motherfucker, that's not how the game works.
I don't want to play that game. I'm an only child. I grew up as an only child, old man. I get all of it.
So you selfish.
Yeah, Lisa Ray didn't do shit except the Players Club. I'm looking at her IMDb. Oh, she
Yeah.
was in the Wood. I guess that was people know her from that.
Was
Black
she
people.
was she in the
Oh, yeah,
wood?
she was the wife.
Was she in the
She was
wood?
getting married.
Was she in the wood or on the wood?
In the Wood. In the Wood.
All right.
Was she the wife? Was she the one getting married?
No.
I haven't seen.
don't think that was
I haven't
her.
seen the Wood in years. Don't ask me.
That was a good movie.
Apparently, she was on Ballers.
I haven't watched that.
Neither have I. I don't give a shit enough about Dwayne Johnson to keep up in his career.
Nah, but I mean,
Don't you sit here and discourage the great one.
Oh.
Disparage the great one.
John Cena.
he's black now, so
John Cena's a better actor, so let's just get that out in the open right now.
John Cena is a better actor, but he's not as.
Oh,
he's
since
not
you agreed?
charismatic as Dwayne.
Oh, I'm actually shocked you agreed. So and
And I give Dwayne credit for endorsing Joe Biden. I never thought I'd see the day that Dwayne would do that.
I never thought I'd
He's
see the day.
Mr. Play it down the middle.
I never thought
He
I'd see
really
a day
is.
where he like really put an emphasis on his blackness, and he's been doing that for a few years too, right? So
Never thought I'd see the day.
shout out to the Rock.
Diddy, my buddy Diddy has a he always says it best because he always goes, whenever The Rock has a movie, he goes, does he have a black love interest?
No, I've never seen that. Oh man, I know what I meant to ask you.
What
I
up?
know I'm derailing your docket, but I think you'll appreciate this. Did you watch
Docket.
the trailer for
Time
Invisible?
out. He was like, oh, have you? He's like, just rail the docket, nigga. Have you listened to the show?
Yo, honestly, I'm paying attention to every time you disrespect the docket, and that's a penalty.
Yeah, that's
There's
what
a scoring system.
Yeah.
You'll
This
know your
was
score
work.
at the end of the show, Brandon.
This is worth it. Did you watch the trailer for Invincibles?
I saw the first one. Yes.
What'd you think?
I fucking love it. And I think that they got the proper artist for it. It looks exactly like
Just like the comic book.
it does.
So I've never read the comic book.
You are
Oh my
fucking
God.
killing me.
So what we're gonna do is on the comic book history show, when the show comes out that month, we'll do Invincibles, and I'll finally read it.
You know what's funny? I actually,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to sneak up on that episode, guys.
Javi, you realize the only reason I haven't done it on CCBN yet is because we haven't had a chance to do it. But like, we have to do. Like, I won't do a CCBN of Invincible until you're on the show. Like, you have to be on there for it. But what was I gonna say? So I'll ask this question goes out to Brandon since he's the guest. Trump calls for a Goodyear boycott after company bans MAGA attire among employees.
Yeah, I saw this.
I can't wait till
And
he's not the
the
president.
Goodyear tires are the ones that were on his limo.
That's-
While he was the limo that drives them all around, they got Goodyear tires. It's quite hilarious.
That nigga's ridiculous.
I can't wait till he's not president anymore. Like, I just can't wait. I can't wait. Just
So Pence today said, we're focused on we're focused on going to space, not just the moon, but Mars. It's literally off of the Chappelle show.
I was like, I was like, yo, is this a Chappelle show skit?
It's literally off the Chappelle show. I went to Twitter. I went to YouTube, and I pulled up the Chappelle show Black Bush skit. Right? I pulled the Black Bush skit.
Mars, nigga.
I was talking about Mars. It's so ridiculous that it's like, how are we living in a world where this is like what's actually happened? Like, it's so insane.
Yo, so okay, Brandon, did you read Doomsday Clock?
Yeah, we're doing Big Clock.
So I went through it. I was sitting at work and I wanted to go through it again just for like shits and giggles. And they may have the best comic book representation of Fuckboy 45 ever. In one of the panels, it goes, "The president also tweeted, the U.S. cannot support Superman any longer. I've done more for the world anyway and will continue
Oh,
to."
yes. That did happen. That's exactly what happened.
Yo,
So I wrote, y'all trying to distract people with COVID, but I'm focused on things, namely the moon. Yeah, I said it. The moon. Can't be distracted with the economy of COVID. I got that. Focus on space. The United States of Space, nigga. Write this down. M-A-R-S. Mars.
yo, how?
That's something he would say. Trump would say some stupid shit like
Yo, you know what would be funny? How funny would it be if Pence actually watched that sketch and was like, "I'm gonna tweet this," and tweeted it verbatim with the N-word in it?
I probably would laugh. I'm not gonna lie. My first reaction would be laughter. Then I'd get angry. But
So-
I would laugh the first time I saw that.
So I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Trump. I don't like Pence. Pence can suck a bag of dicks, but I don't think he says the N-word. I think Trump says it all the fucking time, but I don't think Pence says it.
No, I don't think Pence says it. I think Pence just has this. But I would say this. I think if you had a scale, who likes black people more, Pence or Trump, I would say it's Trump.
Oh, absolutely, 1,000%.
Those two. Even though Trump would probably more likely to say the N-word, I think Trump. I mean, Trump's been in the room with black people before. He's been able to hide his racism to a point that black people hung out with him. I don't think Pence has ever hung out with a black person ever.
No, I just don't think I don't think he knows what a black person looks like. Like, you know what I mean? I think, like literally, I feel like he gets all of his You know what? I'll ask Javi this. Yo, Javi, when was the first time you think Pence saw a black person?
Well, shit. So, I was gonna say that he was the governor of Indiana.
You're not helping his cause.
So there are some black people in Indiana.
Yeah, my
In
homegirl,
particular, Indianapolis.
my homegirl Shenanigans. She lives in unfortunately, she lives in Muncie.
Yeah. So and I was pulled over in South Bend, Indiana, with the birthplace of the modern Ku Klux Klan, which was a fun story, with my boy and his red Mustang on 20s. So yeah, that was a pretty interesting experience.
Are
But,
they
yeah, I'm pretty sure-
are they 20s or did he just keep them clean?
Nah, they would because this was like in the early 20s. He's black from Detroit, but his dad's a lawyer.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah,
was
we all went to
I was
the
just
same
gonna say
school,
just
so-
from Detroit in general, like, you know.
Yeah. Nah, I was. But anyways, that was an interesting experience. But based off of that, I'm pretty sure at least when he was a governor. But other than that, it's very likely he grew up never even seeing a black person outside the television.
All right, I'm gonna end the show real quick before my wife kills me. But before I go, I have a very random question that I can't wait to hear all of you guys answer. Who is a celebrity with an underrated body?
Bailey.
Oh, you know how I feel about Bailey. You know how I feel about Bailey. So I had some.
Brat. You brought her up, the Brat.
Oh hell yeah! So I had some good answers. I had Aubrey Plaza,
Yes.
Sarah Silverman.
Really?
Yep.
Fuck Sarah Silverman.
Really? Oh, well, I'll get back to that. Gina Carano. She's on the fuck you list too, by the way.
Oh yeah. I went through her Twitter. So disappointed.
Oh yeah, Sarah Silverman's kind of hot.
Yeah, Sarah. Google her nude.
She's kind of hot.
Yeah. And Haley Atwell. I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's my. Oh, I'm fucking in love with her. You don't know who that is?
No,
That's Agent Carter.
Oh, hell yes. Oh, for the love of Odin, yes.
Yeah, that's Agent Carter.
Yes.
Peggy Carter. Peggy Carter.
Yeah, man.
I love me some Haley Atwell.
But yeah, Gina Carano is on the fuck you list. She can eat all the dicks she wants.
Yo,
Actually,
can I just add Brie Larson to your list though?
absolutely. Absolutely.
Because they did her
She's
dirty off that
she's
image
kinda
when she was up.
Basic to me. She's just kind of regular to me.
But you gotta see her when she guest hosts one of the late night shows.
Yeah, man. I was
Just look
thinking that
that joint
exact.
up.
Our homegirl, Miss Telekinesis, actually, that's her number one.
Yeah, like she's underrated. They did her dirty with that. They had an image
Of her with
Captain Marvel production. And she's wearing a baggy outfit. You know
and
what I mean?
they put her next to
She's no Haley Atwell. I'll tell you that.
She definitely is no Haley Atwell, but like
But she's bad though.
she's bad as hell. I'll give her that.
Or Christina Hendricks. She's my favorite.
Christina Hendricks.
Christina Hendricks is my favorite white woman.
Uh,
Celebrity.
my favorite white celebrity is easily, and this may shock everyone, Charlize Theron.
That does shock me, but it actually doesn't shock me.
Well,
I like Charlize Theron. I like her. She's a good actress too.
well,
She's pretty badass.
I think she is the greatest actress of all time.
I like her a lot.
It used to be Christina Applegate, but she's on that like GOAT list for me, where it's just like it goes without saying. If you know me, she's on that list. Like if you know how much I love, like Married with Children.
Well, I don't list any young lady based off of race, because
This nigga.
I mean, there is no actress better than Meryl Streep. I mean, she's the best.
Uh,
But
I disagree.
You interrupted me being super woke.
Yeah, we are. Yes, we are interrupting you being super woke.
How dare you? I was trying to make myself look good relative to you guys.
Yeah, no. Let me tell you. But Christina Applegate was actually my first crush. Christina Applegate was my first crush.
on Married with Children,
Hell yeah.
That's real.
Hell yeah. But it's funny, like, well, I'm pretty sure that both of you guys grew up on The Cosby Show. I grew up on Married with Children.
Oh,
I love
both.
Married with Children.
Yeah, both.
No. Like, I'm going to say this.
Married with Children is so fucked up because they always tried to pretend like Peggy wasn't fucking hot.
Yeah,
Like
let's.
she was just
Al
some
was the
ugly,
only one though.
like she was some ugly housewife. And I'm just like, are y'all looking at Peggy? Like, are y'all looking at her?
But that's real though. It's like Al, he's living in the past because of his football career. He's a shoe salesman. He actually has a hot wife, but he's so miserable he doesn't even realize it. Like
But-
that was as I got older, I kind of realized that. You know what I mean?
But you know what it was? But he also wasn't cheating because he's had multiple opportunities to cheat and he never would.
He wasn't a bad dude. Like I compare, I look at Married with Children the same way I look at King of the Hill. Like those two shows are probably the most realistic images of what quote unquote working class or just like, white people of America look like. You know what I mean? Even though its comedy is exaggerated in a lot of ways, man. Like
Yeah, I don't think Hank Hill would have voted for Trump.
No, Brandon, we did a whole episode about that.
Yeah, we
Yo,
did,
he
so.
almost did I don't think he didn't vote for George W. Bush
Because he gave him a weak handshake.
So yeah, I believe that.
He was like, I'm not voting for him because he has a weak handshake.
I think Boomhauer would have voted for Trump.
Oh, Boomhauer 100%. And then Boomhauer.
Power is definitely QAnon. He's
Yeah.
QAnon in it.
Yo, I just found out what QAnon was a couple days ago, and I'm like, that is the dumbest shit ever.
Yo, Boomhauer started it. Not Boomhauer. I'm thinking Gribble. Gribble's QAnon.
Yeah, that shit is so
Boomhauer,
stupid.
yeah, Boomhauer's.
All right, I'm gonna end the show before we end up talking about more shit. Brandon, tell everyone where they can find you.
Go to nerdobserver.com. Follow all the podcasts on there. Follow me on Twitter, that cool black nerd. I'm trying to build my Twitter base back up. I haven't tried in a while, so follow me. If you are already following me, I talk shit.
Yeah, you talk all the shit, and you're not afraid of the smoke either. Oh, yo, if any AEW fans are on here listening, please go at Brandon. Do me a favor and please go at Brandon. I'm begging you to please do that. Super Woke.
I will. I'll turn babyface on AEW if we get Joker Sting. I'll turn babyface if we get Joker Sting again. Cause that shit's hilarious.
I have so many opinions on all of that. Super Bowl. Tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me right here on the Old Man Wade Show. You can also find Super Woke posting along Old Man Wade on our Facebook page. And you can find us at oldmanwade.com.
All right. You can find me, and it's funny. I forgot to do this when we did the last show, but you can find me at oldmanwadecom, OldManWadecom on Twitter and Instagram. You can, like Avi said, you can find us on the Old Man Wade Show. Our following has gotten pretty. We've gained some more followers recently, which is fucking super dope.
Shout out India. Shout out the Philippines. Shout out It's crazy. This fan base is super eclectic, man. It's surprising.
I wish I remember the dude who comments on all our Facebook stuff, like all the comic book shit. I wish I remembered his name. I'll shout him out next week.
Yeah, shout out to our top fans, man. You guys
rock.
You have me laughing most of the time.
Yeah. And thank you for you guys not being toxic either. I appreciate the shit out of that. That people aren't
leave the toxicity to us.
For real. Yeah, man. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for being here. I know it's been a little while. I've had my issues. Javi's been too busy being Javi slanging dick. Brandon's over there.
Wait till I get Cyberpunk, yo. Woo! Extra large.
And Brandon's over there like managing Krakoa, so we're all good. But until then.
Oh, hey, fuck you.
All right, so we originally ended the show, but I want to make sure that I talk about this because Brandon just brought this up because we're getting a bunch of Disney Plus shows that are going to be coming out. Brandon, give us the news.
So they're doing a Sokatano spinoff show with Rosario Dawson. That's coming in 2021. It looks like they're doing Tiana, who's the Black Disney princess. She's getting her own animated series. So is Moana. They're doing a Zootopia animated show. I don't know what Baymax is.
That's damn it. It's a very underrated Disney movie. It's based off of a Marvel comic. What is the name?
Not Big Hero 6?
Big Hero 6, yes.
Oh,
yes,
Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
Lightning McQueen from Cars is getting an animated show.
Oh.
At some point coming up. All this stuff's getting announced because Disney's doing their big conference today.
Yeah, they're doing their event.
But
they were supposed to announce something. I was anticipating an announcement.
Oh, they got Patty Jenkins to do a Star Wars movie called Rogue Squadron.
Oh, Oh. And I think the Mandalorian has been kind of hinting at some of the spin-offs. And one of them, I think a really interesting idea for a spin-off is the
Holy shit! They're doing a new Peter Pan movie.
All right, you know what? No, we're not doing this. My wife just yelled at me. I just want to make sure that
Yara Shahidi as Tinkerbell.
Who?
Fire.
Who?
The girl from Blackish.
Are you serious?
Fire. Yes. She looks like Tinkerbell.
I'm with that 1,000%. That's a dope fucking. That's fucking dope, and I'm 1,000% with it.
All right, yo, you're gonna get me yelled at.
Get out of here, old man. I don't want you getting in trouble.
I'm already in trouble. Dude, I stay in trouble, man. Let's be honest. It's me. Javi, come over. See you in 30 minutes.
All right. right.
Talk to your wife.
Yeah, you know how it is. I don't want to make any promises, but I do want to come through.
All right.
If not today, tomorrow. You're not working tomorrow, right?
I'm working tomorrow night, so if you come around like 10 a.m., which I know you're not.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, yo. Peace.
Damn it, Wade!